Hello, my name is Caroline Byrne. I am a member of the Irish Food Writers Guild. So, Dave M, ask me anything you like.
We will, and our listeners will. So Niall is the first one up. He says, and a lot of people have this question actually, is there a particular food you hate, but as a critic you have to eat to, justify your position?
Absolutely. Everything from the Scandinavian food movement.
Really?
Fermenting and foraging and oh God, I cannot stand it.
So,
But you
and
have
it's
to eat it.
everywhere. Yes, you have to eat it. You have to appreciate it. You have to tell them how genius it is.
But how can you give it a good mark if your body is naturally hating it?
Well, I suppose ultimately because whether or not it's good isn't because you like it or don't like it. You know, it is what it is. You're supposed to appreciate it and see, is this a good reflection of what it's supposed to be, rather than did you enjoy it or not. Did you enjoy it? You'd hope so.
Where's the worst meal you ever had?
Oh God, the worst meal I've ever had. I don't know. I'd have to think about that actually.
you can come
Could
back
be
to
Noma. It could be Noma. I was forced to eat. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten in my life in there.
it. What was it?
It was their signature dish, which you don't order. It's forced on you.
Right.
And then they stand over you while you're eating it,
Oh,
just
God.
to make sure that you're enjoying it. It's a a barely set quail's egg, and by that I mean they drop it into the hot water for about 30 seconds, peel it, and so the membrane is set, but the egg is still raw inside it. And then they put it into a little pot of smoking hay. So,
Oh, I've seen
and then you
that.
put this into your mouth, and it's a taste of burnt and raw egg.
Do you eat the hay as well?
No, thankfully you don't have to eat the hay, but they might have graduated the dish to that level now.
Well, actually, Maisie has a question along those lines. She says, have you ever found anything in your food that really shouldn't be there? I think that she means more of a mistake than a...
As opposed to the
Yeah.
waiter's fingers
Yeah.
pointing at stuff and saying, eat this. Why are you in my life? Well, like a piece of plastic, or
Yeah, or
hair.
that happens, does it?
Yeah, oh yeah, I found hair. I don't know if I found anything really bizarre. I mean, I've heard of people finding chunks of plastic or glass, and unfortunately, you're not me, because I mean that's a payday if that happens. For you.
Right, okay.
But no, nothing too bizarre. Just a hair occasionally.
How many times a week do you eat in a restaurant?
Well, for instance, I mean, again, it depends on which publication you're working for. When it comes to the guides, and the 100 best was the 100 best places to eat is always the big one that attracts all the attention. I was Dublin, and we have 26 slots to fill for the Dublin chapter, and there's an awful lot of restaurants in Dublin. So, I mean, it went from I could do one a week or check this out every so often, but as we're getting closer to production, you might have to start squeezing in 3 a day.
Right, okay.
I mean, 3 dinners a day.
Yeah.
Because you just don't want to miss anybody, and because when the guide comes out and it's your name on it and you're the one on the radio, and they're going to be like, why am I in it? You didn't come to my place. So,
Yeah.
Mihal says, what makes a great Irish breakfast / fry up?
good quality breakfast meats. So you want good sausages. I don't mean, poncy posh ones with different seaweed and stuff in them.
Yeah.
I mean proper good, pork sausages, good rashers, really good like rashers, something like Ed Hick, Dun Laoghaire Butcher, like just from a good butcher's. Nice eggs. I like them poached rather than fried because I just think it's just too much grease. Nice bread, proper butter,
Proper butter,
good cup
yes.
of tea. I don't agree with beans. I think that's British.
Really?
Yeah, potato farls are unnecessary. You've got toast. Like, what do you want that for?
I don't know. I couldn't do a fry without beans, I'll be honest with you. And I have to have my eggs scrambled and mix the beans with them. I know.
That's
people are
perverse.
screaming at the
That is-
radio.
that
I'm
is-
aware.
You're
I'm aware.
deviant.
Laura says, why do food critics never go to simple home cooking friendly restaurants instead of the stuck up places they always seem to review?
Absolutely untrue. Where'd you get that from?
I don't know. Ask Laura.
My favourite restaurant, and has been for some time in Dublin now, is Bunsen.
Right, the burgers.
Yeah.
Very simple burgers. It's no frills. If Ryanair did burgers, this is what they would be like.
How dare you make
I was
that
going to say,
comparison?
yeah, that's a pretty weak comparison.
In terms of what you're getting,
You mean if Ferrari did burgers?
Yeah, there you go. Like
Um,
it's been perfectly honed.
They've perfected it. They just did one thing perfect. And the lads, when they started out, explained it, and they were saying they just get good shoulders of really good Irish black Angus beef and hand grind it, and they spent a month working on the bun to get just the right yield when you bite, and the right cheese, the proper cheeseburger cheese, and the right toppings. And it was just obsessively perfecting a burger until you came up with that, and it's genius.
do you drink when you're reviewing a restaurant?
Absolutely.
And does it affect how you review it?
Well, all restaurant critics can put away a fair amount. It's just it's part of
the
your
job,
training.
yeah.
But yeah, what you're supposed to do is experience what a normal diner would be experiencing. So you'd have a bottle of wine. There's never really one of you. There's always two. You always have a dining companion, and a meal would be maybe a drink before dinner, a bottle of wine with dinner, and then coffees afterwards.
Do your friends ever invite you over for dinner because they're scared and they just go, I'm not inviting Caroline. She'll just come in and tell me that my chicken curry I lashed up this morning is horrible.
Yes. Yes, quite a lot of my friends have said I'm not cooking for you.
Wow.
As if I would show up to their home and critique their food.
Well,
Yeah.
are you a good cook?
Yeah, I'm a pretty good cook and I like cooking. So I probably cook for people more often than they cook for me.
And do they like to review your cooking?
Yes, and in the most obnoxious way that they can, which I believe I deserve.
The chicken was dry. The starter was too small.
I mean, it tasted good, but your composition was all over the place.